can bring us to a position where a parent and the two children, a father and his son and daughter, can be totally separated, and you're put in a position where you're grieving your children, or your children are grieving you, and they take on the words and feelings of the manipulating parent or the manipulating family. And this is what continues to ground in your head. You have your own family. And you see that falling apart, and the only way for them to have some normal life is let go of you, because you won't let go of your kids, and there's nowhere to turn in this society at the moment for fathers. There's nowhere to turn and get any rights that are set for them, or any rights that are set for the children who have a fundamental, basic, inalienable human right to any safe, loving parent. And this breaks me inside. I'm not claiming to be a perfect man or great human being, but I'm not what my ex-partner said. I don't hurt people, I don't hurt children. I defend myself viciously, and I have done. Talking a lot about people's feelings, but it seems to be when charities are funded, that's when people's feelings are taken into consideration, not when a child's been abused by a coercive, child abducting manipulator. This is put aside, and it's just, let's look at the fact that she's a woman and her feelings have been hurt. What's her story? That is the story, so that is true. We got to stop just believing women and starting to believe evidence. Don't get me wrong, I know women at the other side of this position, in a similar position. Not completely alienated, but alienated enough where their children are being manipulated, coerced and abused by the other parent. That's not a father. The same as it's not mothers doing this to children. It's a selfish, hateful act of terror. There's so much power and money put into opposing this actually being a thing. And I'm grateful for the children of alienators, of child abusers. I'm so glad that some of those child survivors are piecing their life together, getting to know the other half of themselves. And in particular, who's given me a bit of drive is the anti-alienation project, and some of the most honest, heartfelt individuals, when they're laying things out, you know when something's true. You can feel when something's true, and you can feel when something's not quite right. And keeping in mind we can all be fooled. But there's too many patterns. And when that pattern continues, we should not be funding the other side to stop children and parents having their inalienable human rights, having time together, getting to know and love one another. That is the act of terror, that is the crime, and that is the abuse. There seems to be so many other things concentrated on in America, but this is just good propaganda. The same in the UK. It's kept quiet. Fathers are killing themselves every day. Yet more women are attempting suicide. More fathers are killing themselves. No human being should be put in a position where that seems to be the only way. Yet more people than ever are at this moment. And I'm understanding at least one of those reasons why, because you put fathers, mothers and people through hell. And there's charities funded to continue this hell. Women being the victim when children are being abused and fathers are being written out of lives. This is far too common. It does happen the other way, but at the moment there's a concerted effort to keep it this way. In fact, fathers in all manner of the world, they're looking to strike out family, especially the head of the family. We need to have a look at what's going on. Have a peek behind that veil. It's very thin. I'm just appealing to anyone that's a parent or human being that can understand that taking your children away and not knowing them is the same as having your children underground or you be underground. This is death. And is there anyone with a certificate that thinks they're a professional in this? Any psychologist or psychoanalyst that wants to fix things? It's too many self-conceited. We have to start looking at ourselves. That is just the other side of us. Let's stop and address what we can. Let's get families working together. Let's start getting the basic things done properly, because at the moment we're at such a low to come back. Well, I guess we're always getting better. We're always improving things. This is just a major dip. If it's not, it's the end.